Hello and welcome. Delhi goes to elections on the 7th of February. Kiran Bedi joined the BJP yesterday. Shazia Ilmi has just joined the BJP. But hello, no one is talking about Kashmir. I mean, we had elections. Counting was on the 23rd of December, a hugely fractured mandate. In the 87-member assembly, 28 to the PDP, 25 to the BJP, 12 to the Congress, 15 to the National Conference. Last week, governor's rule was imposed. Omar Abdullah has offered unconditional support to the PDP. The PDP has said thanks, but no thanks. Will we see a stable government in Kashmir anytime soon? Remember, January 19th is the date that the current assembly's term expires. We are talking about that on IndiaPostLive.com. Well, television and print newspapers seem to have forgotten Kashmir. So we are India's first live conversation web television, and we thought we must continue to talk about Kashmir. Remember, the state has also seen several encounters over the last few days, encounters at Shopia, encounters at Sopore. So let's find out from our experts who are joining me online, will we see a stable government in the state anytime soon? Okay, joining me online is Kashmiri journalist Mohammad Mir. He is currently in Delhi. He joins us online. Mohammad Mir, welcome to India Post Live. We have Rajendra Khushu. Rajendra Khushu is an RTI social media activist and a blogger. He also joins us from Delhi. And we are also awaiting Amit Raina. Amit Raina is the spokesperson. Okay, Amit has already joined us online. Amit is the spokesperson of the All Parties Migrants Coordination Committee. Welcome to all three of you to India Post Live. My first question to Mr. Khushu. Where do you see this entire thing going? You know, the PDP has said thanks, but no thanks to Omar Abdullah's offer. The PDP, obviously for ideological reasons, is hesitant to join hands with the BJP. The BJP has huge ideological differences with the PDP, but the BJP is very, very keen to be a part of the government in India's only Muslim majority state. How do you assess the situation for us, Mr. Khushu?
See, it's, I think for the first time, or not to my knowledge, that I have seen such a situation in J&K.
Right.
That none of the political parties are able to form a government. I don't remember to have seen such a situation earlier. And this time around, of course, you know, if you look at National Conference, which in earlier days has been part of NDA, somehow has not this time been around for a different reason. Maybe perhaps for made some statements against Narendra Modi or something that anybody voting him should go to the sea or something like that. So that is one part of it. And another part of it is that you see the PDP. I would say that PDP should have been a natural ally to National Conference, for the reason that I see Mufti Mohammad Sayeed, if you remember, if you go to the history, he has been part of National Conference. Then he joined Congress, then again went back again to National Conference, and then again quit the Congress and formed the PDP. So see, the critics say that he is an opportunist. Maybe BJP also looks at from that perspective, or from that angle, that he has been in the past, labeled as an opportunist. And then, BJP will be doing, I think, a blunder if it goes with PDP.
Why?
For the reason that BJP knows that when he was the Union Home Minister in 1989, he was the person who released 5 hardcore militants to get Rubiya Sayeed, released from so-called alleged abduction or kidnapping. And see, if BJP does that, definitely the voters of the BJP would look at it from that perspective. And secondly, then again, the 370 part of it. See, they have committed to the voters 370, whether debate or whatever. But that has to be seen. And it will be definitely a concern for BJP and PDP. I don't think, I'm not sure what PDP is going to do with it.
Okay. These were your opening comments. Let me now come across to Mr. Amit Raina. Mr. Raina is the spokesperson of the All Parties Migrants Coordination Committee. Mr. Raina, do you see any chance, this fractured mandate where, you had 28 and, I mean, the BJP and PDP have emerged as the two largest parties. Do you see any chance of these two regions coming together per se, as in, Kashmir, in the valley, of course, the PDP, and in Jammu, the BJP. So do you see any kind of alliance happening? Any chance at all?
See, firstly, I will not call it a fracture mandate.
Okay.
The state is divided into three regions, primarily Jammu and Kashmir play the significant part. And Jammu has decisively given vote in favor of certain party, a particular party, and so has Valley. So I
Right.
think it's important both the parties come together, form a government, honor the mandate of the people, and create a common minimum program. And the state today needs an administration, they need governance. And as far as sources are to be believed, there is a big rumor out everywhere that BJP is waiting for the daily elections to get over before they form the government with PDP.
So Omar Abdullah's offer of support to the PDP was a googly, and it was actually done to ensure that BJP does not enter the state at a government level at any cost. But the PDP has said thanks but no thanks. So how are you looking at that situation? What do you think Omar will do now?
Omar has been marginalized. Now it will be unfair to people of Jammu that if a government does not form with BJP. It's, I think, in the first time in the history of Jammu and Kashmir, Jammu region has given such a decisive mandate to a particular party. And there's an opportunity for Jammu region to have an equal say in the administration of Jammu and Kashmir, where till now the Valley politicians have dominated.
But Mr. Rena,
So
isn't it important to also remember that Mr. Mufti Mohammad Sayeed, the PDP fought the elections. Basically, there were two points. The first was, of course, anti-Omar agenda, the agenda of non-performance by the by the incumbent government. And the second was the threat of Modi, the threat of BJP. And obviously, several of PDP's own MLAs are not in favor of PDP joining hands with the BJP.
So PDP got its point through in Valley. BJP did not win a single seat.
Right.
Jammu put point across saying that we want BJP. So there has to be a compromise. The state has to move forward. No one wants another election. The state cannot afford another election. We just had floods which have caused devastation across the valley. People need administration. People need governments. Right now, both the parties will have to keep aside their differences, come together and work for the welfare of the state.
Okay, let me bring in Mohammad Mir now. Mohammad Mir, a very pertinent question that we are asking on this show is also, senior Hurriyat leader Abdul Ghani Bhatt met PDP, met Mufti Mohammad Sayeed. Do you think this could be a signal from Pakistan, listen, don't you dare join hands with the BJP?
Well, we can just take it as a signal from Pakistan, but we need to understand here that Pakistan is a separate entity, and if we talk about the state politics, so I don't see any reason for Pakistan to communicate their message through their Hurriyat leader to PDP that remember, don't join hands with BJP. And in the present scenario, what I can see, I can clearly see a BJP and a PDP government, and which, according to some sources, it's all done. They're just waiting for some more time. And even if we believe some sources, the ministries also haven't allocated. And
you mean a BJP alliance? You're talking of a PDP BJP alliance?
Yes, exactly. I'm talking about a PDP BJP alliance with Sajjad's two MLAs. So Sajjad is supposedly getting 2 cabinet seats, and some important ministries like finance, home are going to be with BJP, and Mufti is supposedly going to be the chief minister for the whole term, and mostly Muzaffar Beg would be got in the center, would
Okay.
be getting a portfolio in the center.
Wow.
That's what the present scenario is there.
Wow, I mean, that is quite a revelation, yeah? Mohammad Mir, your sources, I hope your sources are as strong as anyone else's. Of course, the journalist will never reveal his source. I'm not going to ask you who or what your sources are. That's all right. But let me come back to Mr. Khushu. Mr. Khushu, you know, if we consider what Mohammad Mir has said and the fact that Mr. Brena is also saying that there should be a government, you know, because both the regions have, you know, it's a very clear mandate as far as the region-wise, you know, party performances are concerned. But the PDP's agenda, you know, one resumption of talks with Pakistan, talks with separatists, the revocation of AFSPA, a stronger Article 3. See, these are various you know, points that PDP has which BJP is actually completely against. Now, even if these two parties come together to form a government, do you think there will be stability in the state?
See, that's what I said at the beginning itself.
Exactly.
That, for BJP, it's going to be a disaster if it goes with the PDP, because they have already committed to the voters of at least Jammu province that they'll be getting a Hindu chief minister for the state. That was their, you know, a focus line when they contested Jammu province and J&K as a whole. BJP has been very strong on this, that they want a Hindu chief minister for the state. Then they also wanted abrogation of 370. Then these are very critical things which they'll be answerable. You know, they have to fight daily elections very soon. Then maybe Bihar and UP subsequently.
Right.
It is going to be definitely a disaster if BJP goes with the PDP. There's no doubt that we have to have a government in J&K. And we have a mandate. I think there's a difference of just 3 seats between the two.
Yes.
But at the same time, there has to be some kind of a, you know, common minimum program, which looks very remote between the two. I don't know which of the parties will, you know, kind of, go with whatever they have been, you know, talking about during the electoral process. You know, for instance, PDP has never, they have been deadly against the Armed Forces Special Powers Act. I mean, they want to have it go. And, you know, similar things are there, which I don't know, how will BJP compromise with that? And then again, what about the chief ministership, whether it will be a deputy CM for Jammu province separately or something like that?
Yeah.
It's going to be a deadlock. I don't think it's going to be so easy.
Okay, let me ask
I'm
you.
also surprised. One second, I'm also surprised that, you know, see, when Umar Abdullah steps down as a chief minister, as a caretaker chief minister, and then he's again very keen of forming the government. Then why should he step it down? He should have continued for some time till the government is formed. Why should he go?
You know, this high voter turnout. Now, you know, the imposition of the governor's rule is definitely a huge anticlimax for the people of the state who so enthusiastically, braving the cold, came out in large numbers to vote. And this vote also, of course, as we just discussed, could have been, you know, this entire PDP's campaign. I'm talking about the Valley specifically. The PDP's campaign against Omar Abdullah or the Omar Abdullah government's performance, and also the fact that one has to resist the Modi threat in the state. Now, do you see a situation?
RSS combined together in the Valley.
Do you see a situation where there could be a PDP, Congress and cobbling together of some independents to somehow attain the simple majority?
No, see, if they have to keep a BJP at a distance, they should have then done a regional thing. Say Congress, National Conference and PDP. They should have done it. They could have done it.
Okay. Would you like to respond to that?
Then they would be answerable to the Jammu province where you have the majority, all the BJP seats.
Okay.
If you ask,
Okay, Amit Raina, please come in. Do you want to respond to
if you
that?
ask me, if you ask me if there's a PDP NC government, it will create further polarization in the state. Because to me, it will clearly show that the Valley politicians do not want Jammu politicians to have big say in the state administration.
Yes.
And that would create a bigger polarization. Congress has been desperately chasing PDP to do a tie-up with them. The rumors are that they already have confirmation from 3 independents. The 28 plus 12 plus takes it 43. They should be able to manage one more.
Yeah, one more.
But I would agree with Mohammad that the reports coming out of Valley and out of Delhi are that PDP and BJP have almost done the final agreement, are waiting for Delhi elections to get over.
Elections in
And
Delhi to get over. Okay. Okay, Mohammad Mir. Mohammad Mir, let me come to you. Tell me, I want to ask you something else from your from what your sources have told you. PDP has been very, adamant on the in the past that it, wants Mufti Mohammad Sayeed as chief minister for the whole of 6 years. What do your sources tell you? Is something like that? Can something like that at all happen if the PDP and BJP come together?
See, that's what I mentioned earlier also, that that's already decided that Mufti is going to be this chief minister for the whole 6 years. See, right now...
No, but is it, I mean, won't there be any problem? The BJP will not, raise the war cry if that happens?
No, no. See, they will not, because they're already getting some important portfolios
Okay.
like finance, home. So at present, the situation is that Mufti would be most likely the CM for the whole 6 years.
The whole 6 years.
And see, one thing which we should just mention here is that the role played by Omar. I mean, I would say that he has played all his master strokes. Even if we look into the election time, I mean, nobody was even thinking that they would just even cross or get into the double figure. Forget about getting into 15 seats or something. But the way he campaigned, but the way he managed the campaigning process, I mean, hats off to that guy. Because see, one thing which he mentioned in an interview was that if we go according to the experts, we have already lost the election, so we have nothing to lose. So why not give our best shot? So that's what they did. And now, what he did by offering support to PDP, because he knows that PDP will not accept it. So
Yes.
he just wants to make his image correct in the valley.
Right.
So he is just gaining, and PDP is losing its trust factor in JNK, because see, they have been into talks, and everybody knows that they are into talks with BJP for making the government.
So is Omar
So
thinking
they
of
have-
2021? Is Omar thinking of 6 years later when he's doing all this? His image building has already
Omar,
started. Yeah?
obviously he's being in advance, and see, he cannot only look into 2021, but also if PDP and BJP get together and make a government, see, that's one thing. How long would that government survive?
Yes.
Is number one. I mean, there's a possibility of a Delhi repeat in JNK also. And another thing is, if the government doesn't get formed, so there would be re-elections. So probably
can't
Omar
afford
is looking into
re-elections.
the re-elections.
Achha, do you also
So
think,
Omar
my
is
last,
going
let me quickly ask this to Amit Raina. I'll take your final comments after this. Amit Raina, do you think the PDP is also optimistic, regarding more funds coming in from the center after the devastation that happened, recently? Do you think PDP is thinking that, partnering with the BJP will also give it that advantage? More funds will come for the center?
Obviously, it always makes sense for the state government of Jammu and Kashmir to be friends with Delhi.
Right.
Because the state depends largely on central funds. Also, there was a comment earlier on the foreign talks as well as AFSA. Now, state government can, or a state political party can always have a view on how the our foreign policy should be, but
Yes.
ultimately it's a call which central government has to take.
Right.
I mean, on the AFSA, Umar Abdullah always had a view that it should be removed.
Yes.
And they had a coalition government with Congress for 6 years. And UPA was ruling the center. AFSA still remained. So I don't think these are issues which can't be handled, have not been handled till date.
Okay. So you're saying that the
PDP
government can be a stable government. The PDP, BJP government can be a stable government in the state.
PDP till now has not chosen Congress as an option is because they know that they would like to have a friendly government at the center. And
Right.
as of now, UPA does not have
Great. Okay.
any role.
All right. So we're mostly moving towards this, ideology that the two parties, no matter how much of ideological differences they might have, they might join forces, they might join hands. Of course, we've had, very interesting inputs from Mohammad Mir also, and the fact that it can be stable. I think the only person who disagrees with this is Mr. Khushu. Mr. Khushu, your final comments, a warning or whatever. I mean, do you see a security threat if something like this happens? Do you see more, incursions? Do you see more a rise in militant activity if the PDP and BJP form a government in the state?
See, I think I will reserve comment on incursions and other things for the time being. But what I would say is,
Okay.
if you go in the history, traditionally in Jammu and Kashmir, it has been a practice that the incumbent government of the state is always in connivance with the central government, irrespective of the ideology, irrespective of the party alliances.
Okay.
It has been a practice in the past. If you go check the facts, Jammu and Kashmir has always been with the central government, whether it was NDA, whether it was UPA, whether it was any other government, and so it's naturally for PDP too. They have this option because they know in the central government, BJP is in the power, and it will be. The first preference will definitely be in the BJP. But BJP is definitely going to be answerable to the voters, not only of the JNK, of the voters of the rest of India, including Delhi, where they are going to contest the election very soon.
BJP will be answerable. Okay, so there is a slight hint of skepticism from Mr. Khushu's voice. All right, we leave it at that right now. It seems clear from what Mohammad Mir said and also what Amit Raina said that it seems clear now that the PDP and the BJP will get together. They're waiting for the elections in Delhi to get over, but will it at all be a stable government? Will the people of the valley, will the people of Jammu feel safe and secure? And of course, the whole plank of development with which the BJP has been fighting all its elections. That is something, I think, for which one must wait and watch. Of course, for all of us, all citizens of India, all we want is a stable government, no more bloodshed, no more militant activities, and peace in the state. All of those of you who have watched this show, thank you so much for watching. I would like to thank my three guests, Amit Raina, Mohammad Mir and Mr. Rajendra Khushu, for joining us on the show. Thank you so much. It was great having your inputs, and I hope you three appreciate the fact that we have tried to remind people of Kashmir. We have tried to talk about Kashmir when traditional media isn't. Please write into us with your comments, your posts, your tweets on the issue. What do you think will happen? Will the PDP and the BJP be able to form a stable government in the state? Thanks so much. Bye-bye.